Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking. This is Terry Wiles, your English teacher who is now in Thailand, yeah? And today I'm going to talk about three things that you need to think about before coming to Thailand, yeah? First, I'm going to talk about food. Well, Thai food is always spicy, and they say that if your food is not spicy, it's not Thai food. And yeah, you know what? I was actually sick for like a couple of days after eating several kinds of Thai food, but I would say that now I'm starting to get used to all kinds of Thai food here, and I'm starting to love them. Well, there's like one Philippine shop in Bangkok, and of course that shop sells a little bit everything from the Philippines, but the items are basically expensive because they were imported from Philippines. And yeah, if you are far from Bangkok, well, you should get used to all kinds of Thai foods in your area. Right. Another thing that I'm going to talk about is weather. Well, if I'm mistaken, this country, Thailand, is basically in Southeast Asia. So there's like only two different seasons here, summer and the rainy season. So if you're coming from a country where there are four seasons and you want to stay here in Thailand for like a year or two, then you've got to leave all your winter clothes or big clothes home because you don't need them here. The weather here is basically unpredictable sometimes. Um, it's sunny in the mornings and in the afternoons it rains, so it's you can't say, but I would say that it's always humid here, to be honest. But I'm starting to get used to the weather here. And right, so another thing that I'm going to talk about is the language. All right. Well, the language that is spoken here is called Thai, and for me, it is very difficult to learn. You know what? A couple of days ago, I actually learned several Thai expressions and words and things like that. But when I woke up this morning, I forgot everything. So I thought I need um, some sort of exposure. Well, I've finally made some new friends here, but until now, I'm still having a hard time communicating with them because I don't speak Thai. So I've I found out that using using gestures when you're talking to the locals here is very, very important. Well, locals here are not able to speak English very well, but some of them they can, but some they can't at all. And you can speak English with them, but make sure that you speak very, very slowly with gestures so they can understand what you are trying to say. So if you're hungry, you need to do the hungry gesture, things like that. And what else? You're making friends. I would say it's cool to make friends with the locals here. Um, I've got several Thai friends now, and still on the process of getting to know them. I've got several friends here who are basically from my country, but I would say that um, out of 10, it's like out of 10 Filipino friends, I can only count on uh, 5 of them. So I cannot count of them on. Like, it's very difficult to find a nice person here. I mean, a nice Filipino person. Because there's some people here they just want to pull you down, and they find out that you are like starting to go up into the world, or they just want to pull you down because don't want you to be successful and things like that. But I'm not saying that everyone from my country is like that. There are still some people here who are basically you know um, thoughtful, and they always want to give you a hand. When you need them, you just call them, and they are also from my country. And that shitty attitude that I mentioned earlier is basically one of the Filipino traits that I hate, because they they're like jealous and things like that. But I'm not saying everyone's like that, yeah. So I'm just trying to say that it's better to make friends with foreigners, people who are not from your country. It's nice to make friends with the people from your country in the first place, because they might help you and tell you the things that you need to do and things like that. But not everyone from your country is going to be able to help you. So it's better to to make friends with different people, and you'll probably learn from their experience and things like that. Maybe you're good at learning languages, so you can learn to speak Chinese. You might be able to learn to speak Indian and things like that. Yeah. So I still have a lot of things to talk about, but I'm actually starving now, and it's very hot. So I think I should make my way to the cafeteria now, and you know have my lunch. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about today, and I'll see you in my next video. By the way, if you have any questions, comments, please leave your message down below, and I'll get back to you straight away. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers for now.